Hey folks, welcome back to Fresh Produce. I'm Pete from BTI. Now we all know cyclists are super hard to buy gifts for. Today I've gathered a couple of gift ideas for somebody that we know commutes. I think that's a big group of cyclists out there, something that their family and friends are going to know that about them most likely. So these are some items that are going to work for the vast number of commuters, just easy, simple gifts that will work for people and won't need to be swapped out or returned. So let's dive into some of the details. First item on the list, Jack the bike rack. This is a front rack that just hooks onto the handlebars and has a spacer against the stem of the bike. Just really simple tool-less setup. So again, you don't have to be super techy to get this thing installed. It's just going to fit a ton of bikes out there. Not every single one, but a lot. So that's a really good, safe gift if you know someone might want to carry anything on the front of their bike. Speaking of carrying on the front of the bike, the RouteWorks bag is another really cool option. This thing comes with a sturdy mount, and it's just an overall really quality construction. Flip top. You can mount a cycling computer right on the top, as well as lights to the sides. So a ton of versatility and just a cool, unique design that just oozes quality. So that's a great one for anybody that might want to carry things on the front. Now, there's a ton of strap style locks on the market right now. I think this works for everybody, not just commuters, but this is such an easy thing to toss in a stocking or just in the back of anybody's vehicle, have ready when you're going to pop into the coffee shop, add a little bit of safety for those opportunistic theft ideas. Some of these, like the auto lock, really could even replace like a ratchet strap on your vehicle rack. So, kind of quietly adding a really big safety piece, locking the wheel onto the rack of the car. So that's a cool one, and I think works for every cyclist out there, not just commuters. Speaking of, every cyclist really needs a rear light. Even us mountain bikers that are daytime folks might get stuck on your way home and need a rear light. Something like this little tiny Femto USB from Lezyne is just super tiny, can be tossed in a pocket for emergencies. This thing is also really bright and could be a great upgrade for any commuter out there. It's USB-C rechargeable, and it's visible from a ton of angles too. They actually add a lot of angle to the lens, so it's going to shoot light out to the sides and just add a nice bit of safety. All right, now something like this K-Edge mount is a cool one because it fits all the Garmin computers and can be swapped to fit other brands. But also there's a bracket on the bottom of this one to fix a front light. So again, if you're a commuter out there, this is a cool upgrade gift that just helps mount your computer and light together and just adds a really clean look to the front of the bike. All right, here's another one that I think works for a ton of different cyclists, but especially commuters that might not always have a tool really quite at the ready. The OneUp EDC Lite tool installs in a head tube, and you don't have to thread the head tube like you do on their heavier duty tool. This is an easy one that just ties down into the star nut and is really short. So it'll fit on a ton of bikes out there and doesn't need to replace your other tools, but it's just a really quick, easy way to get a tool out in case you need a quick adjustment. Okay. Now, if you do have someone that's commuting, we'd all love to really give them some encouragement. Going full on into something like a big trunk rack bag is a great way to just encourage them having all the things they need, whether that's a change of clothes or more. Something like this MTX trunk bag, it does need a fix to a specific rack from Topeak, and it slides on and off really clean that way, but it also has the ability to fold out some extra panniers. So if you needed extra shoes, gym bag, a ton of extra stuff can fit in the two sides of this one. So let's encourage those commuters out there, get them to keep running and keep having fun doing what they're doing. If any of the gifts you've seen on the show today seem like something you might like to give, make sure you ask at your local bike shop and tell them BTI sent you.